He's a celebrity influencer, and he has got a lot to share with you guys. All right.
And I clarify, the
You
email
guys enjoy
of
this
the
afternoon
result
session,
is
by the
also
way. Do you
contain the name,
enjoy
mobile
this
number,
morning
and
session,
the
by the
email
way?
address also,
You
right?
could
On
hit
the
please
serial
say
number and
yes.
everything, the
All
data
right.
on he has been
We're just
completed on
gonna
his
wait for
profile.
another
Am I right to say that?
1 minute or so while everybody start to come in. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Susan, Benny, Raymond, Jackie, Venus. All right, Eugene. Nice to see you. CK, David, Francis, Jenna, Caroline, Eric, Raymond, Junda, Kelvin, Kostian, Shirley, Kelvin, V9. Wow, so many of you guys are in here. Good.
Yes, yeah, facts.
So,
Okay, good.
while waiting
Good.
for the people
We
coming
need
in,
the sample.
all right, those of you who have not filled up the survey
Yeah.
for
I need to explain,
Eric
sorry,
Yang
because
survey,
my class
please
actually
do
started,
so,
but anyway,
alright?
just leave it run.
It's under this link called bit.ly/Eric Yang survey, alright? Eric Yang survey. I'm gonna type into the chat. Alright, gonna start in a bit. Just waiting for everyone to come on in. You have not completed the survey, please help me to do so. This survey is very severely important, okay? Extremely important survey. We will send to Eric whatever message that you have written in there as well, and it also tells us whether whether what you think about Eric and how he can be a better, more effective speaker, or if you need more content from him, whatever. So please fill up that survey. bit.ly/Eric Yang survey. ERICYANG survey. Alright, bit.ly/Eric Yang survey. So I can see that all of you are already so excited about what happened this morning with Eric Yang, and I can see that all of you are putting up all the ideas and stuff like that. This is what it's all about, okay? I need all of you to participate. Alright, and again, don't just sit down there and keep quiet about it, be interactive with it. And in fact, when you post up something, right, we're going to add the topic into the group. So when you post up something, make sure you tag it with the right topic, okay? You can add post topic, and then you can tag virtual summit, so that all virtual summit related discussion will be tagged with that, so that it's easy for everyone to understand. So I will probably create another video just to show you guys how to do that later today, okay? Hi everyone, we're going to get started in about 20-second time. So again, please change the, if you haven't done the survey, please do so. We're going to start in 20 seconds just to make sure that everyone is in. All right, so get ready. All right, 20 seconds. If you need to go and grab a drink and to go toilet or whatever, please do so right now. Thank you for those who have done the survey. I really appreciate it, and Eric Yang will be really appreciative of that as well, okay? If screen a bit blur, sometimes it's got to do with, it's something that Facebook automatically does it. It's not something that is under our control. You can force it to be a certain resolution if you want to. At the bottom right, there should be some kind of setting, if I'm not wrong, or at the top, it depends on where the button is. But Facebook automatically adjusts the resolution based on your speed of your internet, to make sure that you can still hear the audio even though if the video is jerky or whatever it is. So it's something that's automated, all right? But if you watch back the original recording, after this whole entire training is done, you can watch a higher quality one, assuming if your internet's better after that, okay? Thank you very much, those who have done the survey. Berg Chu, is that cap your own merch? Yes, that's right. Can you see the cap, what it says? Stay humble, hustle hard, okay? Including this t-shirt as well. So you guys are actually able to join my partnership program, which is free of charge for you guys. You're invited in. You can promote the course that you're attending right now. It doesn't matter if they come in later, because they can watch the video, all right? So you can actually get 100 ringgit commission for every person you refer to come in and join the program. And at the same time, we got some prizes for you guys. If you can recommend 2 person to join the program, you'll get the merch, the cap, and the t-shirt, Stay Humble, Hustle Hard, delivered to you, to your doorstep, just by getting 2 sales. And plus, you get commission at the same time. And the top sales, top affiliates that get top sales will also win Mastermind Retreat worth 15,000 ringgit, Mind Control Masterclass worth 18,000 ringgit, and a dinner with me worth 10,000 ringgit. So total 41,000 ringgit worth of prizes. And it's not too late to join in, guys, but I'll share with you a bit later on that, all right? So okay, good. I think a lot of people is in. We're gonna get going right now because time is limited. And John Lee said that he can't wait to share with you guys what he has in mind. All right. So very quickly, just to share with you, the next guy I'm gonna bring on board. His name is John Lee, and he's a serial entrepreneur. He's a celebrity influencer on the internet with over 5 million followers. All right, 5 million of real genuine followers. And I've known him for the last 10 years, and he's rubbing shoulder with people like, I mean, he makes me jealous because he rubs shoulders with people like John Legend and Leonardo DiCaprio, Sylvester Stallone, you know. So all these is in this circle. But you know, he don't get there by chance. There is a certain process that he does to get to where he is today, and he's gonna share with you, all right, a lot of strategy. And he do speak quite fast as well, so you got to be ready for it, guys. Make sure you don't go to toilet during his session, or you will miss out certain things. If you need to run to toilet, you should run to toilet right now, because the next 2 hours you cannot skip a bit, because he's gonna share with you guys a lot of stuff, and I told him to share as much as possible for you. So please don't complain to me if you are getting too much of strategy, because you asked for it and I give it to you guys, okay? So come on, tell me guys, are you ready for John Lee? Please type in ready if you are ready for John Lee. Come on. He is a high energy guy, okay? But since you're online, we need a lot of energy. Please put a lot of hearts and love and likes, you know, put in there right now. Tell me if you are ready for John Lee. If you're ready, please type ready. Come on, everybody. Please type ready. I want to make sure that all of you are ready for him before I bring him on. Come on, guys. Please type in ready if you are ready. Come on, type in ready if you are ready. He wants to see all the hearts and love. All right, type in ready. Are you ready? Priscilla is ready. Nick is ready. Nicole is ready. All right, Gideon is ready. Okay, good. So looks like everybody is ready. So without much delay, let's bring on the one and only. Come on, John Lee. Come on, John Lee. Where are you? Come on up.
Hey brother, can you hear me?
Can. How you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome. It's about 6 a.m. here. I woke up at 5 a.m. and I'm so excited to give this training to your tribe, your community, to really help make an impact through this whole coronavirus situation. It's a great opportunity.
Awesome. So here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna get on right now, and the stage is yours. Please blow them away with all your awesomeness. Thank you very much again, John. I'm gonna get off now. I'm gonna mute myself. All right.
Awesome, brother. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
Well, brilliant. Well, thank you everybody for making the effort to attend this training. I know, you could be doing anything today, but yet you chose to be here. So please give yourself a virtual round of applause and type in clap. I believe there is a comment over here, so I can see some of your comments come in. So if you can hear me okay, just type in yes. So make sure you can actually hear me. Also, I want to thank my good friend Vince. I've known Vince for many years, or 10 years now. I think we did our first gig together, and I can tell you that we have just, really trained so many people all around the world in regards to digital marketing, starting online businesses, and really taking their passion and turning that into profit. So for me, my goal today is to really teach you. And Vince said to me, John, you need to teach your best strategies and really give everything you've got. So what I'm going to do, if it's okay with you, I'm going to go pretty fast. And if you've got any questions, I actually have one of my top coaches who trains a lot of my students. Her name is Shannon. Shannon, and literally she owns a lot of different companies herself. But I had to twist her arm to get her on last minute. Literally, it was last minute. I said, look, can you come and support? There's going to be a lot of comments coming in. So if you could really help people do that would be great. So I don't know if she's there. If you can just make yourself known, that would be great. Okay, so if you're ready to start, type in ready, and I will get started. All right, I'm going to just quickly share my screen here as well. Where is it? Share my screen, and I'm going to bring the slides. So you should be able to see my slides right now. All right, if you can see my slides, I can't actually see the comments actually. The comments come. Give me 1 second. I think it's VT Mastermind, isn't it? So I accidentally closed. Is it this one? Fighting the Crisis. Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna come here just so I can see the actual comments themselves. Oh, that's the wrong one. All right. Anyway, I can't see the comments now, so someone's gonna have to bring the comments back up. Or if someone could just send the link, Vince, if you send the link back into the group, into the Zoom group, That would be great because I can't actually see any of the comments right now. Back into the chat. Guys, is Eric around? Can you just put that link back into the chat? That would be great because I can't actually see the comments right now. All right. Okay, so one of the things I'm going to share with you is how do we actually use social media and to make passive income and grow your business online. So I can tell you that for me, one of the things you want to learn in this presentation is how to actually replace your income using social media. If you want to replace your income, type in yes. One of the things you want to think about is how much income do you actually want to replace? So that's the first thing. Second is how do you gain, or how did I gain over 5 million followers on social media in just 3 years? And also how to leverage opportunities from social media, how to build a strong personal brand, and also how to turn your passion into a profit. So what I want to ask you right now is, what are you currently passionate about? What are you currently passionate about? So I'm trying to bring that link back up so we've got that. Yeah, the link's not actually working for some reason. It's hard for me to see the comments. Oh, there we go. Give me 1 second. That's the thing with this technology, right? All this different technology stuff that's happening. Yeah, I think it's the mastermind group that you need to type in. This is taking me to the page. If you take me to the mastermind where this is live streaming, so because I can't see the actual comments right now. So this one. Yeah, it's this one. Yep, I got it. Cool. I'm back up. Yeah. All right. So. Because I can't see the comments right now. Yeah, got it. I can see the comments now. Cool. Thanks for that. All right. So let's get back to this. So it's all about how, and one of the things I also want to learn is how to replace our income with social media, gain over 5 million followers, also building a strong brand, and also turning your passion into income. So some of the challenges you might be facing as well is not being able to grow followers fast, not being able to monetize, not being able to know what business to even start online. Like, let me ask you right now, what is it? How do you want to start your business online? Like, what's the main thing you want to start creating? Like, what business are you marketing? Also, maybe you're posting content with no views or engagement, and also how to use social media that's actually is not making you money. So a lot of people, they get a lot of followers, but they don't actually know how to monetize it. And so the thing that I teach a lot of people is actually how do we monetize social media and how do we take that to the next level. So before I get started and show you the strategies, I want to share with you how I actually even started in the first place. So I started off as a computer animator. So I worked in a place called Framestore CFC, where I did a lot of films. I worked on a lot of games. In fact, I worked for a company called Framestore CFC and also EA Games. And every day I'd be traveling to work. So it would look like this. I mean, it literally be so stressful to go to work. And most of you, if you're in KL or Singapore right now, or even Thailand watching this, you'll see that there's always a lot of jams. So commuting to work, it just felt like it was not a great.
I didn't get to know that. Okay.
No matter how much money
I find out later after this
the more
training.
money I
Okay,
earn,
I will
the
do the
more money I
front test. I'll
spend.
run the trial test
So,
again. But at
one
my
time I actually
initial
got
time when I
fired
run
from my job,
upload the data,
and,
right, I don't see the promote
not
functions
because
there.
I wasn't good at it, because I was too good at my job. My boss got quite intimidated. I don't know if any of you can relate
Okay,
to this.
I'll go and check it out.
But
Okay.
there's a lot of people that,
Okay, next.
so to speak,
Continue.
you get bullied out of your job, and that's what happened to me. And I said to myself, I'm never ever going to let anyone fire me again. I'm never ever going to let anyone point the finger at me and say that you're fired, because I can tell you that for me, it's all about having your own freedom and your own will to be able to create something of your own lifestyle. If you agree with that, type in yes. And so I got the words "you're fired." And for a lot of you, if you're in COVID-19 right now and you're in lockdown, I know
Okay,
the
continue.
CMO has
Jerome,
extended
ordering and
the
e-commerce,
lockdown
do we have
period,
any
and a
issues
lot of
so
people
far?
are very scared that they're not sure if they're going to be able to go back to work. And so this is what I love about what Vince has done, is creating this whole platform for all of you to help bring in the experts to really help you
Ivan, is there any way we can
achieve
run
financial freedom.
a
So
simulator
then
or
I had to
test?
leave my job, and of course all my friends were asking me, why did you get fired? Were you not good enough? And so I didn't, one thing about starting entrepreneurship is that you don't have to explain yourself. And so I remember my partner at the time, some of the biggest arguments start because of finances. Maybe some of you may be going through this yourself, having a lot of challenges with your loved ones, and it's just not good talking about that stuff. So I remember going home and really not being in financial difficulty with my partner, not having the money, and we'd scrimp and save. Is why did you use this? Why did you take the money from our joint bank account? We don't have this much money left. And so literally I needed another way to make money without having me to actually trade time for money. And also I hate commuting to work. And so, if I could have no one could have a point of finger,
I'll do it
you're
later.
fired.
Okay,
And I
I'll
guess
send
that
to you.
became my security, so it would never happen again. So I started reading books and attending training courses, and I'm so glad that a lot of you invested in this program to learn this stuff with Vince's community. I even had to borrow money from my uncle to learn this stuff because I knew that I needed new things in order to get new results. Right? Everyone type in new knowledge, new results, new knowledge, new results. Right? And I needed to learn the skills to pay the bills. Right? Everyone type in skills to pay the bills. This is hugely important when it comes to getting results,
I'm sending you
especially
the
this
3
time. And
emails
that's
that
why
we're going to
digital
run. That's the
marketing
4 emails.
is the
You just
biggest one
add
right now
us
because
all.
everybody's online.
I email to
My
you.
friends
I email to you.
told me, and
Okay, I
here's the
email to
thing,
you
I attend
now.
a lot of
Continue,
seminars.
please.
Your friends won't understand what you're doing as well. A lot of them will tell you it's a scam, it sounds too good to be true. But here's the thing, you should only get advice from people who have got the results that you want, not your friends. So here's what I learned. I learned that if you want to make money when you sleep, you need to have a website, right? So I know Vince and I've got a lot of speakers teaching you how to put these websites and things together. I'm not going to teach you that here. I'll teach you how to actually use the social media to get people there. And if you want to make money while you sleep, then you also need to sell something. So either you can sell your own products, or as Vince was talking about, you have all these different affiliate products where you offer a product and then you get paid a commission. And also, you want to make money, and you also need people to shop, which means you need traffic to that site. So the first website I put up, guess what? I had no sales. Why? Everyone type in why, like why? Why do you think I didn't get any sales? Why? Can anyone guess why I didn't get any sales? Anyone take a guess? So we've got Alex says yes. Why do you think I didn't get any sales? I think there's a little bit of a delay here, isn't there, between Zoom and Facebook? No traffic. Okay, good. What else? Passionate about helping people to live life to the fullest. Dance with making food. Working on my end. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm just checking the comments. I don't see any comments coming in. Maybe it's a slight delay. I've got my screen on this side. Trying to...
No. No. Let me put it this way.
Did the comments come up there or down there?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I
So,
don't see any comments.
Evan, in that case, right,
maybe you
teach
guys
us
are a
how
little
to
bit
link the
quiet.
website upon click. How to
It's
set
fine.
this thing up. Because we already upload the banner, but we don't see how to link it over. So,
Okay,
since you
Wendy,
already say there's
appreciate that.
functions there.
Alright.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go back to this. So, one of
Yes.
the reasons why I
Very
wasn't
good.
able to get a lot of business is because you have a website, people are not going to automatically go there to your shop and buy. You have to drive traffic, right?
Good. Continue, please. Very good.
Remember when I put
So,
this
整翻個 website 冇咯 because
I gave a talk and someone asked me in the talk, by the way, John, where can we buy? Because at the time I was giving talks on property investing. And so I gave them the website to go to, and they went to the website. And then when I went home, I started getting sales. I'm like, So if we can get a lot of traffic, all we need to do is divert people to the website. It's
Next,
how we do that.
So
I
website
did
is
this
scratched
online
up because
event.
the whole thing has already delivered by our own already, right?
Someone at the end of that event came up to me and asked me a question. He said, John, I really would love to buy this. Where can I buy it from? And I remember going home and creating this report. And I wrote this little guide. I got a PayPal link for £47. and I sent all these different cards I'd collected from all these.
Yeah, because I don't know with the discussion earlier on the whether it's free or not lah, because I'm managing that according to the project. So you guys need to come back to me.
17, I sold 369 copies.
So come back to me on this, whether it's free or not, or etc. How much does it cost? Okay. So move on next.
Hours. And so this is quite interesting because for me, I was making money while I slept. How many of you like to make money while you sleep? If you do, type in yes. Type in yes. So what I realized is if you can get more eyeballs, then the more people that know who I am, the more likely people are to buy something. So one of the things I'll be talking about today is YouTube. How do I use YouTube to drive a lot of traffic? So this one here, I put this up January 2010, and it's had 1,759 views. That's 1,759 people who went.
Okay, Ivan. In this case, would you able to explain to us what type of level that you have created for us? For example, admin, we have super admin or admin, we have a full access. Then, if in the future when you have a merchant partner who would like to park their product by themselves, so but they display in our marketplace, how can we have this kind of this empowerment to empower merchant to run their own upload?
Right. So I'm using social media traffic because it's free to drive traffic to that. So when you're using social media, there's two types of traffic: paid and free. I'll talk about both of those and how we do this. And when you're finished, you have to generate thousands and thousands of leads. My biggest complaint I get from my students is, John, I have too much business. Right? This is another video.
So that's why what I'm trying to say is I need to know what kind of function or so-called service that we allow on all this authentication level based on you have designed. Then we know.
So, for example, I'm going live with you right now, but I could actually, because I'm screen recording my screen
give me
now.
Give me the user guide. Give me the user guide. Then I will be able to know.
Now, re-upload that onto. I can use screen recorders like
yes. Then I will share it to my teams and our team. I know how I can empower them to handle on what job. Because right now I'm giving the admin level to the staff to do all this kind of running. It's very high risk to me because they could probably mess up with my content.
2010 versus March. Like, look how many views I got different.
Good. Next.
And then what happens when you start putting out content? One of the things you want to do is start doing interviews. So right now, I just made a post on my Instagram saying, right now I'm in lockdown. A lot of you have requested to do interviews with me. If you've got a decent sized following, contact me. I'll do an interview with you. And so now people interview me and they upload it to their YouTube channel. And now my content goes out to their
teacher. Give me the user guide also because I have no because I never experienced how to active or ban users from there. So if you want, you show me the user guide. I can try to ban my account manually and I reactivate back.
Then I got my first book deal, and it's interesting because I only got this book deal because somebody saw my book, saw my video, and said, "Wow, this guy really knows what he's talking about." And I got paid thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds to write this book, and this book sold thousands of copies.
No problem.
Jerome,
can you help me to coordinate for this because I have a 1 whole week training right now. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Endorsed by the co-author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? So that means Rich Dad Poor Dad actually, one of the co-authors actually endorsed my book.
All right, thank you. Move on, next.
So I'm going to stay hydrated, right? And this is the thing, that I only got these book deals because the more book deals you get, the more people buy your books, the more social media followers you get, the more it spreads. So for example, a really good strategy, if you have a book right now, how many of you have got a book? Type in if you've got a book. If you've got a book,
sorry, I want to ask, if I set the location and the working hours, where does this information going to appear?
Right, I want to know what books that you have because I'm going to teach you a really powerful strategy that I've used to sell thousands and thousands and thousands of copies of the book, right? So
got it. Then I know they will actually reflect on the appointment availability as well. Very good. This is what I want to know. Thank you.
Normally, they'll take a screen grab of it, and then what I'll say to people is, okay, what I want you to do is open up your Instagram story, take a picture, and then I want you to post it to Instagram story, but put my tag there. So my tag is @JohnLeeOfficial, right? And you'll see the one with the blue verified tick. So what happens is when they spread it, let's say right now there's 1,000 of you watch me right now, and you all do this. Right? So if there's 1,000 times, let's say you all have a minimum of 500 friends. that means 500,000 people will see that. And if only 10% of those come and buy the book, that's 50,000. So that's how you sell thousands and thousands of copies of your book using, this is why you need to use social media, because social media is the biggest distribution channel, all right? So again, here's what I learned. I learned that if you have a website, you drive YouTube to a website, but you can also
Okay,
in the book.
in
So
that
what
case,
you
I
gotta
will
always write
assume
a book.
you
Is put a
okay,
flyer inside
Ivan,
the book
when you
or
do
some
conduct
kind
a
of
training,
insert,
provide all
and
the
then
user
say,
menu
hey,
guide
by the
first.
way, if you
Then
bought the book, you can actually
each of the
download a
staff will
copy
have
of
this
the book,
user menu guide.
right?
So when you give the
With an
training, we
insert in
have
there,
the
so you
visual
might
we can
drive
see
them to the
according to the
website. So
tag.
now your book
Is it
goes
okay?
to your website. So again, I put
Okay,
another
because
video on. This one had
it's
over
very interesting. I want to
102,000
see
views.
whether I can
July
see
2016.
manually. I can see the
Right?
battery,
So the
the
3 bucket
customer
system to
battery
manage
life
your income.
health,
This is
whether
July
it's
2016.
in a good
Remember, the
condition
first
or
video
anything below
only had
70%.
1,000 views.
And this
So how
statistics
did I
can
do
be,
this?
this
Go to
data can
keep
we do
uploading video, and as I go through this
analytics or
presentation,
analysis
I'm going to show you the
from the
exact same
system
format that
itself
I
to
use
filter out
to
who is
do
the battery
this.
is really below
So now you've
70%.
got
Can we do
traffic
that?
that goes to the website, bang, now
On
you start making money. This is how this works. This is how you use social
Wait.
media to drive a lot of traffic
Hmm.
to the actual platform itself. Okay, so remember, you've got to have a shop. Vince is going to have some amazing speakers coming on teaching you all how to build websites. In fact, Vince is a master when it comes to creating lots of websites very fast. My job is to help you get the traffic through social media. So when people go there, they buy. Oh, I think I got a message coming through. Give me 1 second. Let's see the chat here.
I heard you.
Shannon. Shannon will
Okay.
let me know if you can see this. Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Sorry. All right. By the way, are you guys finding this useful so far?
Okay.
You find this useful? Type in yes. Type in yes. And also as well, share this. Like, why is this on Facebook? I don't know if on Facebook you can also share this as well, because then spreading this message for what Vince is doing is really going to change a lot of lives. All right. Okay, now then I thought, my God, so one of the biggest platforms is actually YouTube. By the way, YouTube is now the second biggest search engine in the world. And which one do you think is the number one biggest search engine in the world? What's the number one biggest search engine in the world? Type it in for me, right? I think you must all know it's actually Google, right? So Google is the number one biggest search engine in the world. So then I thought to myself, okay, so the two twins are YouTube and Google, right? But the other two twins, and a lot of you now are watching this on Facebook, is Facebook and Instagram. So I put this post out. I thought, wow, if I can get traffic from Facebook for free, then maybe I can get traffic from Instagram for free. So right now, I put this post up on the 21st of October 2012. I started to see traction, and so I got 24 likes on that post, right? And then August 2017, on the 8th of August 2014, 2 years later, I started getting 17 likes. I'm like, come on, YouTube is so much more better than this. And then in October the 20th, 2015, this post got 44 likes. I'm going to tell you why it's so important to get lots of likes on your images on Instagram in a second. Because everyone who actually, so these 44 people who like this post, I can now go back to Facebook and create a post specifically for these 44 people. So let's say this post is about, I don't know, my book, right? Let's say 44 people like the book. I can then make a post on Facebook and show it back to the 44 people to tell them to buy the book, right? So I'm going to use that as an example. And then I thought to myself, okay, maybe on Facebook, you have Instagram, they show some skin. You see a lot of people showing their muscles. So I decided to put a picture up, and in certain pictures I get more likes than not likes. So yes, I decided to show a picture of me in my vest, and I got 73 likes from this post. This is December 2015. But then I realized that actually I don't want people to like me because I'm getting my muscles out. That's not qualified traffic. But I realized that you have to have qualified traffic. So 4 years, guess what? Nothing happened. Like, I was putting up all these posts, and yeah, they were kind of liking it, but I found that it's the post that I want is not always getting lots of likes all the time, but it's getting qualified likes. Everyone type in quality. Everyone type in quality right now, right? You want the quality likes. By the way, the reason why
Very
I'm
good.
getting you to
Appreciate
type
that.
stuff in
We make another meeting
if you go
training
back
on
through
this. You guys teach us how to do it.
training, you're
Cool.
going to see the comments, and it'll act as an anchor for you to be able to recall what it is you're learning.
Better don't do now, but just do it next time
something
when we
happened.
agree on the
Ask
time.
me what happened.
So
Type in
move
what
on to the
happened,
next one.
right? I put up this one post in the 8th of December 2016, and I got 469 likes on this post. And I was thinking to myself, why did this just happen? And so, and by the way, this wasn't even my post. This was somebody else's post who posted this, and then they literally, I just copied it and I just pasted it into my Instagram feed. And what I realized is that when you post posts with value, you start to get more engagement. And so this was a quote, people got value, and I got a lot of likes from that. I thought, maybe I should post a picture with me and test this out. So I've tested a lot of different types of posts, and I'll share the posts with you as we go through this presentation. What posts work, what posts don't work, right? Then I decided to post a picture of myself with a quote on there, and then it jumped up to 1,212 likes. I thought, and by the way, every time someone likes your post, you can now create an audience where you can sell more products back to these people through Facebook, right? So now I've just created an audience of 1,212 people who if this was, I was selling gym clothes, for example, I could have sold a lot of gym clothes, right? And I took another picture, and this one got 1,625. So what I noticed, if you post a picture of your face with a quote, not just your whole body, but with your face, you get more likes, right? And then what I realized is you post something that sort of challenges what people think, like 4 a.m. the hour when legends either work or get up. And then if you ask for like engagement, this was the 14th of April 2017.
And
And then I put another quote up. Don't have $1 million wardrobe with a $1 brain.
係咯。
So I put this post up December 29th of December 2018, and already 27,000 people liked it. What I did recently, I reposted this back into my group, because what I knew, and one of the biggest hacks for social media is you want to take old posts, like a year or 2 years old, and post them today. So I reposted this, and I got another 14,000 extra likes, because 2 years ago, a lot of people did not follow me, right? In 2 years, I've gained a lot of new followers. So back then, when people didn't see this post, I'm now posting back to people who didn't see it and got extra likes, which means that I'm building extra audience that I can remarket to. Remarketing is key, right? So now you got YouTube, you got your book, you got Instagram, you got Facebook. I'll cover all these as we go through this presentation. And my discovery was this: the more likes you get, the more followers you get, the more leads you get, the more income you make. Everyone type this out: likes, followers, leads, income. Let me say that again: likes. Everyone type in likes. Everyone type in likes right now, so we can see you all typing this in. So we got likes. Okay. Likes. Let me refresh this, by the way. I'm just going to refresh the comments. So we see your comments coming in. I think Facebook's a little bit slow on the post. Give me 1 second. Just want to find the. I've got the wrong one again. That's really strange. So let me go to the groups. There we go. Okay. Just want to see your comments coming in. Oh, yeah, there we go. My comments are now working. Cool. All right. So, followers, likes, leads. So this is the thing I want you to remember, right? Likes means you've got an audience that you can retarget back to. Followers means that you can keep doing it over and over again. Number 3 is your leads, and then you make income by doing that. So I'm going to talk about how we do this. And here's what happens. So this is my social media following. And you can see it was only really the last 3 years where my social media following started to increase, right? And so this is where it started to happen. Again, if any of you got any questions on this, Shannon, who's one of my coaches, is actually in the Facebook group right now. So if you have any questions, you can actually type them out.
I'm the training, but I just mail it because I don't want to both sound actually interrupted.
Do the presentation,
So
look at the
continue,
comments,
please.
and answer them at the same time. Maybe at the end of this, I'll do some Q&A as well if you've got time. So here's some of the, in March, we did 96,000. And then in another month, we did 151,000 pounds. By the way, that's pounds. So in ringgits, it's like 5 times that. So it's probably around 500,000 in a month. This month, we did 198,000. In 1 month, we actually did 437,000. That's almost £500,000 in a very short space of time. So that's what 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. That's like 2.5 million ringgits in just a month. And this is per month, you can see, right? And this is just all using social media. So again, for those of you, I want to ask all of you, how many of you have heard me speak before? If you've heard me speak before, type in 1. If you've never heard me speak before, type in 2. Because before I go into the presentation and the actual strategies, I need you to, if you've heard me speak before, a lot of you, then I won't cover some of the same strategies. So why should you listen to me? Well, I have now over 5 million people follow me across all social media platforms and different pages as well. I've spent millions of pounds testing social media. I'm the author of this book, Business Hack. And I just did a deal with Audible as well, who actually, because a lot of people don't like to read. A little tip for you, when you're creating products, also create an audio version of a product, because everybody loves to read. I train thousands of people all around the world. And in fact, I've actually spoken at a lot of Vince's events, where he's had, 500 people, 400 people, 250 people in an event in Kuala Lumpur. In fact, I'm actually doing an event with Vince in probably, well, it depends when lockdown's off, but last time I was there, he had me invite me to come speak at an event, and a lot of people wanted me to come back and actually teach something live at a live event. I also floated a company in the stock exchange, so I actually used social media to raise millions and millions of pounds. And I did my first IPO last year, and when we floated, we valued at over £30 million, which I thought was okay to start with. But my goal is now to take that to 100 million, and then in the next 5 to 10 years, take my company to $1 billion valuation. How are we able to do that? Through social media. Right? I also now coach a lot of celebrities, public figures, and also professional athletes. So again, I do fly all around the world. And by the way, every time I run an event now, it's always sold out, because all I have to do is take up my phone and say, "Hi, this is John Lee here. I'm running an event in London," because I'm from London in the UK, so I've got a British accent, British born Chinese. And I just say, "Hey, I've got an event in London. If you'd like to buy a ticket, swipe up." So now I can get people to swipe up. And if I can show you, I'm just going to go into one of my Instagram stories, and I'll take a picture of this. So I put this picture up 12 hours ago, right? I don't know if you can see this. Sorry, 20 hours ago. So this is 20 hours ago. And you can see that it's had, let me see that. 20,000 people saw this Instagram story. So if you can see, just like 500 people or 1,000 people out of those 20,000 just attend my event. So this is how I'm able to put on events all around the world and literally change a lot of lives. And I also helped a lot of female entrepreneurs as well start their own businesses, because one of the things I noticed that when I spoke a lot, there was a lot of men, but one of the things I'm doing now is to empower a lot of female entrepreneurs to actually make a difference. I was then put into the Edge magazine, where thousands of people saw this, and then a lot of the social media will get you traditional media. So now when I'm on traditional media, I think there's about 1 million people that read the Edge magazine, and I put my link in there, they come back and follow me, I get more followers. On TV, social media will also get you TV interviews where millions of people watch you, and then you say, "Hey, by the way, I just wrote a book, and this is the book, blah, blah, blah," and then people will go and buy your book, and they'll come and follow you, right? And then I was also flown to Cyprus, again, on TV. This was in 2015 when the crisis hit, and I was given advice on how to overcome those challenges. And then again, the social media will get you offline media, which then feeds into each other, and it just grows. And this is how I grew on social media. Right? I was also featured in Fortune 500 magazine as well. And I actually did a book signing. So when I was at an event, I said, "By the way, if you buy a copy of the book, come to the event, I'll do a book signing." And then 450 people showed up for a book signing, and I thought, "Oh my God." I stood there for about 3.5 hours taking pictures, which was pretty insane. So now you can see again, just because I want to show you that I actually do this, and this is why Vince had me come on. And Vince is a good friend of mine, and he said, "John, would you come on and share these strategies and share your best things?" And it's important that the people you learn from they can prove that they're actually doing, because there are a lot of fake gurus out there. There are a lot of people that will teach you things, but they don't have the substance to back it up. Right? So I'm showing you right now on Facebook, I have over 2 million people that follow me on Facebook. And sometimes my videos don't get that many views. Sometimes they only get 1,000 views or 2,000 views. But sometimes I'll teach you a strategy in this video, this video went viral and it got over 10 million people who this video reached, right? And it had 65,000 likes, almost 6,000 comments, and 44,000 shares. So let's say right now, one of the best ways to get viral content is to say, hey, by the way, if you're watching me right now, I want you to hit the share button. Everybody hit the share button right now. And once you've shared this, type in the word share, and I'll pick a winner, and then you'll win a copy of the book, for example. So that would be a way to make your stuff viral. I think that's what, Vince did an amazing job with this platform. He actually used the same strategy to have everybody, share. That's why he had, when he was going live, he had like 7,000 people that was watching live, because he was able to use competition marketing. And this is why social media is so important, to spread that message. So what I'm teaching this in 4 parts. The first part is actually YouTube monetization and affiliate marketing. So if you don't have any products or services right now, you can actually have a YouTube channel, which you actually start pushing out your YouTube channel. And then in YouTube, lots of people see it. It's free marketing, and you can drive people to wherever you want to drive to. So if you're using affiliate marketing, one of the things you can do is you can take affiliate marketing, and now you can actually put a product, you create a video, put a product link down there. When people watch it, you start making money, right? Part two is actually the Facebook income machine and recurring income. So Facebook's really good for recurring income. In fact, they've got a new thing coming out called the Facebook Supporter Platform. And what it allows you to do, it allows you to have your followers now pay you money every single month to follow your page. LinkedIn is really great for maximizing your profit and it's really good for talent funnel. So if you want to build a workforce right now, which is like A team, so you hear Vince talking about A team, we want to get that profit maximizer to actually find our team who will then work for us twice as hard or 10 times as hard, so they can make income. And the last one is Instagram. So Instagram is really good for brand acceleration and also influencer marketing. So I'm going to go into this. I'm going to switch over to my whiteboard now, and then I'm going to show you how some of this stuff works. So, and by the way, let me go into bring this up as well. So if you can hear me, if you're ready for these 4 strategies, type in 4, and I'll get started with this. I'm going to start bringing up my whiteboard so we can go into this. All right. Bring this over here. So I've got my whiteboard. Give me 1 second. I love this technology stuff. It's pretty amazing. All right. Okay, so let me bring this up. So if you're ready, type in ready. It's interesting because my comments don't actually refresh on here. The last comment. I don't see the comments coming up. I'm going to refresh this page. Alright, here we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, what I have to do is I have to keep it in the quiet view. Then I can see your comments. Okay, so we've got Zelda. I can see the comments now. Yes. We've got Lewis Lee. We've got Hans. We've got Peter Lowe. We've got Derek Chu. Fantastic.
Yeah, I have no choice, bro. Both sides also my partners. I
One of the things I'll be sharing with you right now. Let me go to my whiteboard, and I want to show you some of the best practices. So again, I want to start with the first one, which is YouTube,
amazing.
Right?
Thank you so much.
So
thank you so much.
So let me share this. So you should be able to see my whiteboard. Can you see my whiteboard? If you can, type in yes. If you see my whiteboard. So I'm going to give you a little structure here on how we actually use our YouTube, right? So when it comes to YouTube, the way you want to rank, so how we use YouTube, let me bring up my other screen as well.
This week a bit tight my schedule because I have 1 whole week
so the whole
the
idea
online
of
trainings.
YouTube is, let's say this is our website here, okay? So we want to bring people to our www website. So what we're going to do, we're going to use YouTube, and we're going to drive traffic from YouTube to our shop, okay? Now it's interesting when if you want your video to rank on the first page of YouTube, right? There's certain things you have to do. So
okay,
what I like to do is
I'll look into it. Drop me a message about it. The outcome
of your video. The most important thing that's important is you need to create create a really good thumbnail.
Mm.
Right? So if I show you an example of a thumbnail
Okay.
that I use, try and find it. I've got a thumbnail. So this would be an example of a thumbnail, right? Can you all see that thumbnail? If you see the thumbnail, type in yes. So the thumbnail is what actually gets a lot of traffic to your site. So remember, with YouTube, the most important part is to make sure that
we can discuss
people
about it.
are actually clicking, right? So the first
Yeah,
thing
I'm so surprised also,
we have to
seriously.
get clicks on the actual site. So I've got a message coming in right now. Give me a second. Can't see your thumbnail. All right, 1 second. There it is. So this is an example of a thumbnail. So what you need to do with a thumbnail is to make sure that the thumbnail is you show your face. So every time I have a video that gets lots of clicks and lots of comments and lots of engagement, I always show my face. So in that thumbnail, you should be able to see your face, right? Then what you need to do is have big text, design big text in order for people to read it. So in the thumbnail in YouTube, so here's what it actually looks like. Lots of different softwares here. So if I show you back, if I go back to my whiteboard, when you go to YouTube, it looks a bit like this. So we come in here. So people do a search, and the video starts showing up like this. So you'll have a video there, a video there, and a video there, and a video there. What happens is you'll have all this text. Okay, so you have text. Now what happens is if you want to get ranked on the first page of YouTube, the first thing you need is you need clicks, right? So the more people that click on your picture, the more YouTube is going to rank it. Because what happens is YouTube's whole purpose is to get you to spend as much time on YouTube as possible, or to waste as much time on YouTube as possible. So one of the things you want to do is if people are wasting a lot of time, when I say wasting, spending and consuming a lot of time on your YouTube channel, guess what's going to happen? YouTube's going to go, this channel's good, let me show more of it, right?
Bro,
So
like I explained to you both yesterday, I set up the fundraising for 8,800 ringgit by asking the existing 3 of us to run it, which is not the doctors and the China people. They can't even get 500 ringgit into the pool. I was actually disappointed. That's why actually it cost me I really know that there's no hope for the team. That's why I was so fed up for all this. So that's why it's okay. As long
YouTube's gonna keep showing it, right? So I made the mistake of posting 1 to 2 minute videos on YouTube. That's probably the biggest mistake. So if you look at all my social media profiles, my YouTube channel has the least followers, because when I started, and again I started 10 years ago on YouTube, and what happened is I started posting videos, but videos were not getting many views.
We discuss about it later on stage. Let's start up this thing first, okay?
How to do it. I didn't know what the strategy is, and so I left it and I moved over to Facebook and Instagram. And I can tell you that's probably one of the biggest regrets that I regret right now. I wished I would have continued doing this, and there was one thing that I missed out. Your videos on YouTube
like I say,
7 to 12 minutes long.
we sort this thing out later on.
Again, 7 to 12 minutes long. When you do 7 to 12 minutes long,
as I say, we take this out offline. Let me finish my course also. We just finish or whatever that we have. But Cyrus, send me the whatever you have discussed for the team. I will take an action on mobile remotely on that. Okay.
That's 100 minutes long. I only need one person to watch that for 100 minutes, and then I have a lot of watch time. So what happens is that video will now start to rank on the first page
of
YouTube, because the more clicks YouTube's going to show it, the more watch time YouTube's going to show it. Remember, what we do is we drive traffic from YouTube
you need to come back to us on the training time also for the team.
To the actual website, so people can buy products and services. All right.
Yep.
By the way, if you are gonna create a video, what video will you create? So type in if you're gonna create a video. Type in yes if you're gonna create a video. Well, once we finish this, I see a chat coming in.
Okay, good. Thank you so much.
John, can you see questions from the audience?
Thank you so much. Anything else? Anything else need to update? If not, then we just close this meeting. Okay. Oi.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm trying to read these
Okay,
messages
good.
coming in. Yeah,
Thank you.
For some reason, I can't see
bye.
any of your questions that are coming
Bye.
in. So what Shannon's going to do, Shannon's going to track all the questions, and at the end of this, she will then just ask me the questions, and then I'll be able to answer your questions for you, okay? So let's do that instead. All right, let me put the chat box up so I can keep seeing these questions. Okay, so number 3, if you're ready for number 3, type in 3. Okay, number 3, we want the clicks, we want the watch time, and we want the binge time. So one of my favorite shows of all time is Suits. Has anyone seen Suits? If you've all typed in Suits, if you're a big Suits fan, I love Suits, you know, the whole Harvey Specter, you know, Mike Ross, Donna Pullman, you know, all these amazing characters. And so binge time means that you want to get people to watch your content over and over and over and over and over again. For example, if you all go to YouTube now, right? Let's say you go to YouTube and you type in John Lee, right? So you can see here there are different, you know, videos on here. Okay, so you know, you click on this video. So if let's say for example you click on this 10 online, right? So if you click on this video, what's going to happen? And you watch this entire video for 15 minutes. What YouTube's going to do is they are going to show more of these videos, right? So what I do at the end of my video, if you see, if I go to the end, where's the end of the video? Around here, right? So if I click play, right, what I can do is I can actually show more videos at the end. So what you want to do when you're editing a video, you also want to have some videos. You want to put the videos up so people can actually go through them. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we do that right now. So when we are binging and we want to put videos here, so once you've uploaded your video, you click edit video like this. Okay, and then what we want to do is down here it's got end screen. See what it says end screen? So we're going to click on end screen. Right, and then you see here I always do the 2+2, so we always have the 2 side videos. If I click on these 2 side videos like this, right, you see now I can have these any videos come up here. So at the end of the video, so I can choose best for viewer, I can choose most recently uploaded, click save, right? So and I can add music on this as well if I want. If I click save, right? So now at the end of this video, those 2 videos will show up. So that's how you get people to binge on your videos. And so what happens is once you get the clicks, YouTube will start to show it. Then you do the watch time, right? So I'm going to teach you a format now on how to get people to watch all your video, because the average view time is actually less than 5 minutes, which is interesting. But if you have a good watch time, then they can go up to 10 to 15 minutes. And actually the attention span as well, whether people choose to stay or not stay, is actually 5 to 10 seconds. So that's why when I first started, I was doing things like, oh, hi, this is John Lee from Wealth Dragons. How are you today? Actually, nobody cares. What people want is they actually want that ability to be able to know exactly what's in it for them straight away. So let me show you the format on how we actually need to start doing this, all right? Let's come back to this and let me share. Stop screen share. Let me share the format with you. Okay. So the first thing that we want to do, right? Okay, so this is how you get them to watch. So this is the format, YouTube format. So the first thing we want to do when we create a video is you always want to tell them what's in it for them. So what's in it for them. So let me tell you right now, those of you who have a product or a service, I want you to type in like what's the end result that your clients want. What's the end result that your clients want? So let's say you're a speaker, you're a trainer, you're an author, you're a coach, you have a business. What's the end result that people want, right? So for example, in my case, I speak all around the world on, number one, how to get more social media followers. Number two, how to monetize your social media followers. Number three, how to make passive income from doing what you love. So if I'm putting a video, I'll say in this video, I'm going to show you how to get over 1 million followers in this video. So that would be the first thing, right? Then the next format, number two, you also want to tell people, kind of like so you need positioning, right? Because the first time people see you, like imagine right now, if Vince didn't explain who I was and you just saw a video of who I am right now, you go, well, who the hell is he? Never seen him before. Maybe I've seen a few videos on YouTube. That's why I have to tell you and show you the pictures that I'm speaking on stage in front of thousands of people. I actually do have a published book that's published by a real publisher, not a self-published book, that I actually normally have to show you the social proof. So you need about 5 to 10 seconds of positioning. This is kind of like a mini trailer review, right? Once you've done that, you tell them what's in it for them, you tell them the positioning. Third thing you got to do if you want people to watch your YouTube videos, remember, the people click, right? The more people click, the more you actually get more YouTube status, right? Meaning YouTube will give you these little votes. Like it's kind of like if YouTube votes for you, you rank on the first page, right? So the more clicks you get votes, the more people watch it. That's why I'm giving you a specific format. It's the exact same format that I use depending on the content that I'm actually producing, right? Okay. So the third thing that we want, so number one is what's in it for them. Number two is positioning. Third thing is we want to do a subscribe call to action, right? So a subscribe call to action would be something like, if you want to learn more about social media, then make sure you click below. This is what this whole channel is about, okay? Now you go into your content. So you want to break your content down into steps, all right? So the steps, you want to make it step by step. So I might say, here's 5 ways to get more followers on social media, right? Here's 10 ways millionaires do business. Here's 5 strategies you can all use right now to make passive income. So I'm creating content in steps. And once I've done that, then you want engagement, right? So engagement call to action. So typically what I do is I'll ask a question. So I'll say, I have a question for you. How many of you right now are making posts on social media? Just like I've been asking questions now, you can see right now, if I do a refresh on this page, it just shows how powerful interaction is as well, right? So it's had almost 5,000 comments, right? And by the way, make sure you like this post as well, because what we're doing is we are hacking the algorithms on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. So as I'm teaching how to do this, I'm doing it live right now with you, so you can see how this works. So make sure you like the post as well. All right. Anyway, let's come back to this. Play. Okay. So now we're doing engagement. So you want to ask a question, and then once you've done that, then we do a subscribe again. Subscribe call to action. Now this is interesting. This is something that I figured out really, early on. I had a lot of content, but I wasn't getting any followers. And the number one reason why I wasn't getting followers is because I wasn't asking people to follow me, right? So let me move this. I actually wasn't asking people to follow me. So the more people followed me, the more I would ask them to subscribe. So that means you have to ask at least a minimum 1 time, but 3 times if you can. So I normally ask at the start, in between the content, and also at the end, right? So for example, when I'm halfway through the steps, or when I'll say, by the way, this next one, I'll show you how this is really powerful. But before we do that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. So I'm always asking them to subscribe, because if you don't ask them to subscribe, they won't subscribe. They'll just watch it. How many of you right now watch YouTube videos, but you don't actually subscribe? You just watch, right? So the reason why you want to get to watch is, again, YouTube will rank it higher. If you get lots of clicks, YouTube will rank it higher. If you get to binge, once you watch one or two or three of my videos, it will then trigger YouTube's algorithm to show you more of my videos, right? Does this make sense? By the way, if this makes sense, type in yes. If this makes sense, type in yes. Take a sip of water. All right, how long do I have, by the way? How long have I been going? Oh, I've been going for about an hour now. Guys, can you tell me how long I've got left? Because I've got quite a lot of content to teach. All right, okay, and number 7, this is where you do your binge CTA. So that's how I showed you. You click the edit, you have the videos come up, and then people can see your content. So would it be helpful if I showed you a live example of this? Would it be helpful if I show you a live example? If it is, then just type in yes, and I will show you a live example of this. Good content as well. Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate that. Some good camera lighting, good looking presentation. Oh, I appreciate Leslie. Handlock says, not really, you need good content. Yeah, so by the way, I think that's a really good point, Handlock. So Handlock just mentioned you have to have really, really good content. Like you don't need this beautiful setup. I mean, like I can turn these lights off, right? Like this. I can turn off all these lights back here if I wanted to, right? But if my content is bad, like I'm using a microphone, right? So, and there's a different setup, and maybe later, maybe if you guys are interested, Vince will have me come back and do the training specifically on the equipment that we need to actually record all of this stuff. I'm using a light back there to light up the background. I've got another light here, so if you can see, I've got a ring light around me. That's why it makes it look good, because the reason why you want a ring light behind you is because it makes, like, if you look at my hand here, you look at the hand, it creates what we call depth. The more depth that you have in your video, the more pleasing it is to the eye. And so this is why we must create your camera angle. Make sure your camera angle's looking slightly down. Again, there's another training, but just so you get the point. So I'm going to show you a live example of a video to actually illustrate these 7 points. I'm not going to wait because the video is like 10 minutes long, but I'll show you maybe the first minute or so, right? So let me show you this. If I click on this video, play computer sound. All right, so this is the video. So I want you to listen to this video, and I want you to show you what happens. In this video, I'll talk about 5 things that you have to have if you want to start a profitable, successful business. Coming right up. My name is John Lee, and my channel is all about starting businesses, growing businesses, and creating multiple streams of income. So if it's the first time you come across me, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss out on all the new videos. So what are the 5 things you need to learn? The first thing is you've got to have great sales. Most businesses that fail don't have sales, which means they're not bringing income. So that's an example of a video. So I just filmed that one, as you can see. And when I upload that now, I know that with the thumbnail. So remember, I've taught you how to create the binge because I'm working backwards. I've taught you the structure, the 7-step structure on how I create content. This is, by the way, how I create content for YouTube, Google, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok is very different. And LinkedIn is all very different. So that's what we call a YouTube format. But this structure that I have here, I have a different structure depending on which social media platform that I'm currently using. Okay, so that is the first part of this. Now I'm going to teach you how to actually make the thumbnail. Right. So if you're ready for the thumbnail, type in thumbnail. Type in thumbnail. Right. This is so interesting. I'm trying to see these comments here. Right? I know a lot of you have questions. By the way, type all your questions in. Shannon's actually monitoring all of the comments right now. So, yep. So Ellie says thumbnail. Joy Stong says thumbnail. Jen Tan says, "Wow, love the vibrancy of your tube channel. Thank you. The music already made it very happening." Yeah, that's a really good, interesting part. Whenever I put videos up with no music, it doesn't. I hardly get any engagement. But remember, your content still has to be strong. If your content is not strong, people will not be able to engage with it. So you've got to have strong content. And also as well with the technology, you see what I'm doing here? I'm showing my screen, because people learn through 3 different modalities: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Visual, I see; kinesthetic, I feel; and auditory, I hear, right? So for me, I'm always trying to use different pieces to put out there and to create different pieces of content. So this is what, Vince has me, he's had me flying over to Malaysia, doing a live event over there, I think probably the end of this year. But yeah, that's how I teach. I'm actually a speaker. I don't normally, do these types of, webcasts, but I had to find a way, because obviously through COVID-19, like a lot of my events are being postponed, and so I had to find a way to do that using this. So that's why I've got the lighting. That's why I'm using this thing here. So a lot of you are asking how I'm writing. I'm using a big Wacom tablet with a pen. This has got 15,000, I think, different pressure points on this as well. I think it's 15,000, something like that. But yeah, it's a tip. You press it, it's got different pressures. So if I press harder, it simulates an actual written pen, which I think is pretty interesting. All right, so now I'm going to show you the thumbnail now. So let's go into the thumbnail. Thumbnails, I think, for most of you, if you haven't done so already, if you're not a designer, I'm not a designer, so I use a really cool piece of software called Canva. All right, so all you need to do is go to Canva, and up here you're going to see something that says search templates or designs. So the reason why I love this software is because it tells you, and it does everything for you. So if I type in YouTube thumbnail, oh, it's right there actually. What it's going to do is going to give me a lot of examples of thumbnails, right? So literally all I can do right now is I can scroll through all the different thumbnails. Okay, so let's say I take this one. Right? I'll use this one as an example. So you just click it, and then your thumbnail, make sure your thumbnail has a really strong headline. So the headline might be how to get 1 million followers on Instagram. Right? And then what I'll do is I'll pull it up like this. Okay? I can change the size of the text if I like. I can change that to maybe 64. Right? But you actually want your text to take up most of the screen. Right? So let's say it's there. Okay? Now this picture here, obviously I wouldn't use her picture because it's not me. So what I also do is I also like to have different pictures. So I'll always take different funny pictures like this. So here I can upload. So if I click upload, and you see, I've got these different pictures here. So maybe I can literally drag and drop the picture in like this, you see. Or I can take this one, drag and drop this picture in like that. Right? Or I can take this one, drag and drop this picture in like this. Okay? And I can move it. So now I can move that one as well like this. Now I can click the download button. And if I click download, right? So it's now downloading this. And now I have a beautiful thumbnail. Oh, sorry, I need to show it again, don't I? Where's the thumbnail? So now I have a thumbnail that looks like this. So all you need to do now is when you go to YouTube, there's a section for you to actually upload a thumbnail. And I would just select this one. And then now when people go through the actual platform and on YouTube, they'll be able to see this thumbnail. So that's now going to get you the click. So there's 3 things we've covered here. There's actually a lot more things I wish I had time to cover on this YouTube thing. But you create your thumbnail, which gets the clicks. I've given you a 7-step format that will teach you how to get YouTube and how to get people to watch your YouTube video longer. And I've also taught you how to binge. So when you're creating content, another thing you want to do as well is you want to create similar videos like it. So for example, if I'm going to binge people onto this how to get 1 million followers on Instagram, I might also say, oh, by the way, I've got 2 other videos here. This video will teach you how to get 1 million followers on Facebook, and this one will teach you how to get 1 million followers on YouTube, right? So then I would just start doing a lot of that stuff. So now what happens, you start to get you start to get a lot more engagement, because when people are in the topic of watching one thing, then they want to know how to do the other things, right? So this is a 3-step methodology of how to use Facebook. YouTube. Sorry, I've got so many things I want to teach now. All right, guys, how long do I have left? I've got 1 hour left. Okay, so right, I need to speed up. Okay, so that's how we use YouTube. If I had more time, I would spend a lot more time to teach you